When it comes to famous words, he is known for this. When man makes plans, God laughs. This is the story of Brett Young. Brett Charles Young is an American country pop singer, songwriter, and guitarist from Orange County, California.
The first time that I heard Brett Young's music, it was the voice, obviously.
He has a growl to his voice, but he also has a really soft sort of tone.
Unlike many musicians, his dream was not in music. His dream was becoming a baseball player. Young attended Calvary Chapel High School in California, where he was a pitcher on his high school baseball team and led the squad to a California Interscholastic Federation (CIF) championship. From his talents and performance, he had pre-draft selection by both Tampa Bay Devil Rays and Minnesota Twins, of which he turned down. He instead chose to go University of Mississippi, which offered him a scholarship in baseball. In his one season on the Rebel baseball team in 2000, he earned a varsity letter and posted 2 wins and 2 saves. He then lettered for 1 season at Irvine Valley before moving to Fresno. However, his pursuit of a professional baseball career was cut short by an elbow injury while at Fresno in 2003. He had to undergo surgery and rehab, and he was devastated by the loss of his identity as an athlete. He felt lost and depressed, and he turned to music as a way to cope.
Growing up in Southern California, sports were kind of my whole life. It seemed like a guarantee. Opening night, threw a slider and I felt my elbow pop. I was done. When it's taken away from you, especially that quickly, it was devastating. It was confusing, it was depressing. When you deal with something like that, you're really the only one that can make a decision to overcome. I just realized that the only thing that's really getting me through this hard time is music.
He was inspired by Gavin DeGraw's album Chariot, and he decided to pursue songwriting as a new career path. He started performing at local venues in California, and he released his first independent EP in 2007. He followed that with 3 more albums in the next 6 years, and he gained a loyal fan base with his soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics.
I remember your hair, the way it smelled like the sea, and the glance that you gave me when you were ready to leave.
But he felt like something was missing. He realized that he had a strong connection to country music, as he grew up listening to it with his grandfather. He decided to move to Nashville in 2015, and that's when his career took off. He signed with Big Machine Label Group, one of the biggest labels in country music, and he released his self-titled debut EP in 2016.
Beautiful Believer is the first song I wrote after moving to Nashville. A week after I moved to Nashville, I was invited to a #1 party for a David Nail song called Whatever She's Got. And John Knight, one of the writers, got up and he told his story. He said, me and my wife were 18 years old. Our first child was 18 months old. And we moved to Nashville so I could write songs. And every couple weeks or so, I would try to quit writing songs so I could get what he called a real job to support his family. Every time he did that, his wife would insist, no, if we got to be poor, we're going to be poor. But we moved here for you to write songs, and that's what you're going to do. And on that day, he was, I think, receiving his 11th #1. And he gave her all the credit, and he called her his beautiful believer. And when I heard that, I was like, God, I got to write that song.
His first single, Sleep Without You, was a huge hit, reaching the top 10 on the Billboard Country Airplay chart. His second single, In Case You Didn't Know, was even bigger, becoming his first #1 song and earning him a 5X Platinum certification from RIAA. His debut album also reached #1 on the Billboard Top Country Albums chart, and he received several nominations and awards for his work. Since then, he has released 2 more albums, ticket to LA in 2018, and weekends look a little different these days in 2021. He has also collaborated with some of the biggest names in country music, such as Thomas Rhett, Carly Pearce, and Lady A. He has sold out arenas across the country, and he has amassed over 3 billion streams on Spotify. Brett Young is not only a talented musician, but also a loving husband and father. He married his longtime girlfriend Taylor Mills in 2018, and they have 2 beautiful daughters together, Presley Elizabeth and Rowan Marie. He often writes songs about his family, such as Lady and Not Yet, expressing his gratitude and devotion to them.
Very fortunate. When award season comes around and you see your name, it feels like so much growth to now being on a ballot and being up for an award. It's a whole different kind of flattering and validating. I want longevity, and I want everything that we put out to be a product that I can be proud of and put my name on. Anybody that gets to do something that they love for a living is extremely blessed. This happens to be exactly what I want to be doing, and I feel so fortunate that it is the thing that also provides for me and my family. And I do believe that God never gives you anything that's too big for you to handle. And I do believe that if He takes something from you, it's because He has something better for you. It feels like music was what I was always supposed to do.
That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning more about Brett Young's journey in music. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also, let me know in the comments below who you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.